So my core passion, my mission and purpose in life is to connect people with as much of their light as possible so they can live in their highest expression all the time, most successful, abundant life, living in your opus levels. That's what it's all about. So I want to talk about the label spirituality, because the issue is when we say, oh, spiritual, the mind shuts down, because if you don't understand it, or, you know, it's got a label, man, and it just makes you go, huh, you're one of those hippy dippy types. I mean, yes, I have tattoos and I do have a nose ring, and then people just look at me and go, yeah, hippy dippy. But when I talk, they go, oh, wow, okay, so this spiritual stuff can reach other areas other than sitting in circles, singing Kumbaya, you know, believe it or not. Well, that does happen, but there's so much more to it than that, you know. And I'm here to bridge the gap between everyone, actually, stereotypical labels, you know, okay, spirituality is a hippie thing. Let's chuck the spirituality off the table and let's talk about each and every one of us. This energy stuff gets to us all because we all have it. We are all frequency and vibration and energy, and that's what connects us all. So that fire in your belly, that thing that really gets you excited about stuff, you know, that passion, you know, that's energy. And even a child will have it because they'll go, oh, it's hockey day today. I'm so excited. I've got soccer, whatever. That's their passion. That's what sets blows their doors off, blows their skirt up, sets their hair on fire. It's passion. Even if you're 8, okay? And then you move through and then you're like, oh my God, I love it because I'm going to work today. I'm a creative, you know, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. There's that fire in the belly again. Then you get people like me who's also a creative but sort of inspiration. Doing a video blog gets my fire in my belly. Then you get somebody in corporate who's running a massive empire, you know, just because they're not sat there cross-legged humming and doing the Kumbaya thing, they have their fire in the belly because they just closed on a business deal and it brought up some kind of passion and vibration. That is the common denominator that connects us all. That, wait for it, is frequency and vibration, man. see what I did there? So you see, now all of a sudden we've unpacked and disintegrated the label spiritual, and now we're talking energy, and it seems that we all have it, right? So I am always seeking ways to expand my work into in further corners of the world, okay, and people, because sometimes with our mind understanding, it can block us from what is really, really going to help us a lot, you know. So just a brief explanation. I've always spoken about the 4-body thing, but you've got your physical body, all right. So that is somebody who I would explain to that probably doesn't know much about energy and frequency, and they think everything is accessed from here. You know, you live, you die, that's it, you know. Any hard work comes from physically pitching up every day, doing a 12-hour day. Hard work brings good results. I know you're bloody knackered at the end of the day, but that's the way. But then you have somebody like me that adopts the achievements from the energy side of things, which is your mental, emotional, and spiritual levels. This is your energy body. By accessing your energy from there and working out here, it's just the physical body that does that much instead of this much. So then all of a sudden your achievements and your abundance and everything you're trying to make happen in the world happens with effortless ease. You work a lot less harder, but you have bigger results because you need to activate these energy bodies. For example, mental body is going to make you think, well, you know, belief systems mean like, you know, I'm only going to earn this much this year, or I'm only going to achieve this much this year, or whatever, you know. So that's negative belief systems. That's going to prevent the performance in being in its fullness from the physical. Then you've got the emotional. Well, I don't think I'm worthy. Anxiety. Do you know what I mean? Rejection. I've got that going on. Those are emotional feelings. That's also going to play a big part in how your life plays out, meaning living in your highest success rate or not. And then you've got your spiritual body, which means if you just believe that everything is physical and there's nothing else out here, probably chances are your spiritual body has gone to sleep and there's nothing going on there. But all the spiritual body is, not all, I'm not minimizing it, but I'm bringing it into simplicity. Your spiritual body connects you to source. That's what we plug in. We plug in these energy bodies to source. Then our physical body is in alignment and we plug into the earth. It's just about being in alignment. It's no different to you guys that go and do upper body day and you skip legs day and you've got these little twiggy legs and then you've got these big bodies on the top. It's about alignment, because that's a complete imbalance. I'm just letting you know that. Sorry, this is Marie, the exercise specialist. After doing it for 18 years, there's a problem there. There's an imbalance. So I sidestep there. take that if you wish. But you get my gist. It's all about balance, okay? So the energy work, vibration, frequency, it's no different. So this is about working with all of that and bringing it here. Now, when I post and many others as well, it's not just me, we do all these amazing groups and we do ceremonies and things like that. And people just scan over them and go, oh yeah, she's talking about Egypt again, Isis, eye roll, not my cup of tea because they're all hippy dippy types. There's that belief system again. And then you scroll past it. But the thing is, this is where the magic is. And this is why I wanted to explain how I work with energy, bringing it through all the way to somebody who works in the banking sector, or all the way to somebody who is basically got what they perceive as a non-spiritual life. So when you come to ceremony, we can work with all these powerful energies, meaning like Isis, you're working with Thoth, or even the archangels, whatever. Work with me here, because I know your hippy dippy radar is probably firing now. But working with these frequencies, they are your support team. They are no different to you sitting at your table at work going, right, Facebook manager is here, accounts is here, sales is here. Here you are, the CEO of your business sat there going, right, well, how much money we got in the bank? How's the sales going? Who's on marketing? What's going on? That is what it's like when you work with your energy team. When I work with Isis, she is like, I'm pointing at her because she's on my desk. She is like my, she's all to do with co-creation, and she midwives. So she brings creations through to the physical form, to the physical plane. So, no, I don't just go and do these groups and ceremonies and we go and play in the temples and then that's it. No, we're calling her forth to say, right, I've got this idea. I would like to start a school for little children. Or I would like to go and have my own mechanics business. Or I would just like to go traveling the world because that's what blows my doors off and gets me excited. How can I live that best life? And Isis will come through and go, right, okay, here's the ancient wisdom activation, but let's see how we can apply that every day in your now life. How does that work? And that is how we work with the frequencies and the energies. And this is why I wanted to explain this, because I think that many kind of like scroll through and they miss opportunities like that. Because why? The belief system goes, oh, hippy dippy, not for me. But the thing is, I revert back to that fire in the belly thing. We all have it. It's non-discriminative. Ooh, there's a word. I was trying to get that out and not fluff that one up. Non-discriminative. Is that even a word? It might not be, but it is now. But you get my idea, okay? That working with the energies and frequencies, which is beyond the physical, is what's really going to step you into your power. It doesn't mean that you're working with these energies and they have to, because they're spiritual, it has to be put into something spiritual, like opening an ashram. No, these are like when people say step into your power and stand up to that horrible boss. Step into your power and don't let that boyfriend and girlfriend walk all over you. Step into your power and claim your happiness. We all speak about that. Now, that's your power, because all of these energy beings, we all have guides. We all have access to our higher self, which is basically us, but in energy form, Our soul has all the answers, but it's to be applied in this everyday now life. So you're going to kind of like walk past this and kind of bypass what is really, really powerfully and powerfully assistive to you on your journey in whatever it is you want to create. So the way the groups go, I'm going to try and give it an overview, like with the ceremonies, how I work. When you come to ceremony, we tap into this ancient wisdom, and I will bring through guided meditation. So, I will take you to a place where we will go to ancient Egypt or whatever, or we will bring you into a visual where you're going to meet Isis, or you're going to meet Archangel Michael, or you're going to meet your specific guides, and you're going to connect with them, and they're going to say, right, okay, now when you connect with them, you're going to go, oh, there's my Facebook manager, there's my accounts manager, there's my assistant, there's my secretary. That's what they are. And you're going to have a conversation with them and go, guys, I'm really struggling. I don't have much money in this life and I don't know what the fuck's going on. Can you help me? And then each guide will step up because they have an area of expertise, and they will say, right, I'm going to work with you beyond ceremony and we're going to make this happen throughout the day. Just be aware, dude. And that's all you got to do, is be aware. So now all of a sudden we start to bring in the consciousness into the physical now, and we haven't even sung one Kumbaya song, not one. Hey? So do you see where we're going with this? So it's very, very powerful how you can practically apply these energies. And I think it's really important to understand this is exactly how you can work with it, because you're working on level 3, yet you've got like another 20 levels available to you. So when we talk about activation, that's what these guided journeys do. We take you into a time where you might not remember what's going, like, you know, being in these times when you lived in ancient Egypt or whatever it is. You might not know what these frequencies are when a big angel comes in and just says, hey, my name's Archangel Michael or Uriel or whatever. But what they'll do is they'll connect with your energy. And once you allow that, they flick a switch and you go, oh, I felt a little tingle then, or wow, I felt something. How does that apply to your day? How to your everyday life? Now, all of a sudden, you'll go to work on Monday morning and you'll go, wow, I've just got like 3 extra bookings, or whoa, I've just been shown how to write a new book, or I've just been shown how to do that traveling all over the world because, you know, I've just been given a great job offer for 6 months and going to pay me loads of money. Do you see where I'm going with this? So that is how we create the lives that we're supposed to live. That is living in your opus levels. That is living in your highest expression. So I'm going to be releasing a lot more work in the future to do with this. And it's kind of just having you connect with it, with your energy, because even me, I've actually gone and worked with a very, very powerful teacher in the States. And again, she channels the ancient masters, but it's actually a business course. So, you know, I'm vibing with the ancient masters, but I'm not sat there like kind of stuck in the ancient wisdom. No, they're talking to me on a level on how to increase my revenue a year and where I should be more in alignment with my gifts and abilities. That's what I'm doing. So it's a thing and it's out there, and I'm here to bridge that gap because I really want to collapse the labels, the negative labels of spirituality, that it's actually not what you think. And it's to open your mind, just to be open to experience something like that. Come to the ceremonies, come to the groups, engage. All I ask for you is just to feel it in your body, because that's how you get wisdom, right? Because I can't tell you what to feel. I can't tell you that this experience is going to be X, Y, and Z. But how do you know? As you pitch up, you receive the experience, and then for days to come, you feel different, you expand, and then you have an experience as a result of coming to or connecting with your energy beings, connecting with your energy bodies. You have an experience. Then that equals your wisdom. So wisdom only comes from experience, and that is something that only you can walk through, you know. And when I speak on these videos, I speak from a place of wisdom. Why? Because I've done exactly what I've done talking to you now. I've done exactly what I've done in the past. I have just opened myself to new experiences. Hey, some have been like, yeah, not so much for me. Others have been like, wow, it's all about the vibrational match. So don't block what could be really expansive for you. So if this is resonating, I call you to step into my space, you know? So this is it really. And this is all. And I just wanted to like put this into your consciousness so you can like digest it, because, you know, it's not just the work here that gets shared. I think that I speak for light workers all over the world who are working with people in very, very powerful positions and places and helping them develop their businesses. I'm kind of like, I help you develop your business if that's the way you want to go. But I think that my thing is connecting you with your soul purpose, which is really plugging you in to, you know, what your gifts and your skill sets are and how to access them. And what do you got in there? What are you working with? Because you might be sat there with a whole bunch of real cool power tools and you think that you've just got a screwdriver. That's an issue. That's going to slow you down. So with that, let it all marinate. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And as always, thanks for listening. Peace.